Customer told me I wasn't doing the job well, dragged me to the till to serve her. Busy Saturday, you know how it is. Also work in a toy home store, with Christmas plush weekend, super packed. Made like 10K that day, lol. There was a queue of like 6 people, which isn't even that bad. Had one coworker on the till whilst I was tidying the super trash store. Karen comes up to me and bosses me around, saying it's a shame that your poor coworker is sacrificed to the tills whilst you go about and do nothing. What? I go, "Okay." She gives me an intense stare and grabs me to go to the till. I served her but gave her the slowest service. "Do you need a bag? We have reusable ones. Shall I bubble wrap these? Sorry I didn't scan that item. Do you need your receipt?" My coworker was fine being alone, LMAO. My other coworker didn't show up, short-staffed. People complain about having a real job until it inconveniences them. Light over. I was so pressed by this.
That time a customer tried to return things we never sold her. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, I was the assistant to the retail manager of a swimming pool store. We sold, as you might guess, swimming pools and swimming pool supplies. Anyone that has the misfortune of owning a pool or working in the industry knows that pool chemicals are a big part of pool maintenance and sales, and every shop has its own line of products, and they are always better than every other shop's line of products, despite it really all being the same stuff. One day I was manning the store on closing shift. It was toward the end of the season, and things had slowed down that evening. A few minutes before closing time, I get a customer. "Oh, good, you're still open." I internally roll my eyes. We all know that line. It's 5 minutes before quitting time, but I put on my best customer service smile. "Mia, can I help you?" Customer, and I use the term loosely, "I'd like to return these chemicals." Me, okay, it's actually store policy that we cannot accept returns on chemicals. This was true. There were signs up everywhere, and it was written on receipts as well. Customers in the past would purchase chemicals, use them, then return them after filling them with water or other substitute materials. So we had stopped accepting returns years and years ago. Customer, "Oh, well, can you make an exception? My pool just fell down and I don't have any use for them now. I'm just trying to recoup my losses." Me, feeling sorry for her like the sucker I was. "Okay, do you have your receipt?" Customer, "No." Me, "Well, let me see what you have." She plops several canisters of various pool chemicals on the table. Me, "These are all open and half used, and they aren't my brand of chemicals. You didn't even buy them from me." Customer, "Can you give me anything for them?" Me, fighting the urge to get rude, "Sorry, can't help you." This must have been 10 years ago. I've moved on to a different industry and thankfully blocked out many of the painful memories of that awful job, but I'll never forget the audacity of that customer, trying to return half-used chemicals that she didn't even buy from me.
I no longer help out customers as much as I used to, and for good reason. I work at an AT&T-based cell phone service retailer. Started it 3 months ago and have overall loved it and have exceeded at it. I also get nothing but great reviews, and people always generally consider me very helpful. And indeed I do try to be, but not as much as I used to. No, not at all. And that's because some customers ruin it for everyone else. Let me tell you a little story. It was once a late dark evening in September, and a couple walked into our store, looking to join our service. Everything was going well, we got along, I helped them out and showed them our selection of phones and plans. They both ended up buying new cell phones, and everyone was happy. I could have left it right there, but decided to be a good Samaritan and go the extra step by asking the couple if they wanted help setting up their email. Bad idea. At first they eagerly said yes and thanked me, so I opened up Gmail on each of their phones and got started. The wife was able to set up her email just fine, but the chap, on the other hand, he forgot his email password. We tried every which way to reset his password or bypass it, but nothing worked. This is when suddenly all hell broke loose. The man started breathing heavily, almost hyperventilating, and his fist clenched up. He then suddenly screamed, "Fuck," and got up and proceeded to smash his phone into the ground while grunting and breathing like a wild beast. He then exited the store and continued to smash the phone some more on the open concrete, unless it was reduced to pieces. While I stood there half shocked, half confused, and half concerned for my own safety, I work all alone. His wife was just sitting there scrolling through her phone as if nothing happened, and just simply said in a gentle laughing tone, "I don't know why he's freaking out, hee," as if she was fully used to this behavior. I then handed her their bag and they went on their way. I just stood there alone for a minute, in the open silence, reflecting on what the hell just happened. And suddenly, I remembered what one of the people who trained me a few months back said to me, in response to when I asked him what his main philosophy of dealing with customers is. He replied, "As soon as the customer walks in, I try to get them out of my face as quickly as humanly possible." At first I disagreed with him, because I value customer service, but now I'm starting to think he was right.
Check out my other excellent videos